Elements. Oh, that's the brilliance of Yuri Elements. Goes for goal, and oh my days, what a goal to score in the Champions League. That is a contender for goal of the season. Did you guys see that roulette he did? Still Wilfried Zaha. Now Riyad Mahrez on that left foot of his. It's a brilliant goal from Leicester City. The side from Naples are 2-0 down against Leicester City. What an incredible showing from us so far in this one. Unbelievable. For the first time in this Leicester City career mode, we've got a chance to win a trophy as we are in the Carabao Cup final and we're up against Liverpool. And apart from the Cup final, we've got games in the FA Cup against Man City and Napoli in the Champions League, the second leg of course. So some big and important games coming up in this episode. So this is episode number 26 of the Leicester City career mode, and if you guys are enjoying the series, let's keep the support coming in. 2,000 likes once again would be brilliant. If you are new around here, subscribe for more FIFA 20 career mode content, and let's get this one underway. So it is time for a press conference, and I'm sure by this point you guys know how this works. If you all want to see your comments featured in the videos, make sure to put them down in the comment section below. First one of the day: why don't you try signing N'Golo Kante and bring him back to Leicester City? It's a good suggestion, but the thing is, do we really need N'Golo Kante? I know he's a quality player, one of the best in his position in this game. He's 90 rated at the moment, but we already have Ndidi, who's really good in that position. We've got Ian Morgan, who's a growing youngster from the academy, and we also have Hamza Chaudhry. It's literally an unnecessary transfer, and I don't think I want to make an unnecessary transfer. Don't get me wrong guys, Kante is a Leicester legend. What he did for Leicester City in that season where they won the Premier League will forever be remembered by Leicester fans, but for that reason, should we be ruining the dynamic we've got in our team and bringing in Kante? I don't think so, man. He's 29 as well, and Ndidi is a lot younger. And as much as this would be an epic signing, I don't think it's right for this series. So I don't think we're going to sign N'Golo Kante this season or even the next, because I'm pretty happy with Ndidi. Next question: you haven't told us about your opinion on your fullbacks. Do they perform how you want them to? Well, absolutely. I think they're brilliant for me. And in fact, this fullback pairing of Chilwell and Pereira, I think it's probably the best in the league, or probably second best after maybe Liverpool's Robertson and Trent, fullback pairing. But I'm really enjoying using Ben Chilwell and Ricardo Pereira. Two of them are just quality. They're rapid at the back as well, and they're pretty high rated. They've got great stats all round, and they can do much more than defend. We've seen Ricardo Pereira pop up with a few goals, Ben Chilwell with a few assists, and no complaints at all. I'm gonna keep them until the end of this series. I really enjoy using them, and yeah, that's the best compliments I can give them. They're brilliant at the back for us. Next question: would you consider giving Jamie Vardy a special send-off in the last game, maybe when he retires? Well, absolutely. In fact, I'm gonna be using him in the Carabao Cup final. I know this is something that could potentially cost us, but I want to do it, man. I think Jamie Vardy deserves to play in a final simply because of what he did for us last season. I mean, scoring 36 goals, that's incredible. And this season, although he hasn't scored as much, he's been decent up top. And in the FA Cup, he's actually got a very good record. So I'm going to be giving him the Carabao Cup final, a chance for him to be the hero for us once again. And I'm hoping he can take that chance and of course come good on it, because it's going to be a tough game against Liverpool, no doubt about it, but I feel like it's a gesture we've got to do for Jamie Vardy. Of course, if he isn't performing, we'll bring him off at halftime or something like that, but I want to start him in that game and make him captain. So that's the press conference done and dusted. Let's move on. Riyad Mahrez once again winning the Player of the Episode award. He's been winning this award pretty consistently for us this season. Last episode he scored in both games for us, against Napoli as well as his former side Manchester City, and no wonder you guys voted for him as your Player of the Episode. Take a quick look at our season objectives. We're actually very close to completing the midfield domination challenge. We're doing well with the trusting the youth challenge as well. We've got to try and keep more clean sheets, but we're close to completing that as well. You know what, I'm actually worried about the Werner the Burner challenge, because we need Timo to be scoring a lot more than he has already, so we'll see what happens. But guys, it is actually happening. Leicester City versus Liverpool, Carabao Cup final. A chance for us to win a trophy this season, our very first of this series. It's going to be tough. Liverpool aren't going to be an easy opponent in the final. We know they've got a capable team, but we've beaten Liverpool before in this series, and I'm sure we can do it again. You're about to face Liverpool in the final, who's a strong opponent. Can you tell us, how do you manage the accumulated fatigue? I'm just gonna say that as tired as we are, both us and Liverpool are playing in the same competitions. We both have to deal with the same amount of fitness issues, so that's not an excuse. So it's time for the Carabao Cup final as we're up against Liverpool at Wembley. This is a massive game in the series, our chance to win our very first trophy of the series, and I genuinely can't wait for it. This is the team that I've gone for. Jamie Vardy getting the opportunity to become a Leicester hero once again. This season has been tough on him, but the truth is he hasn't been good enough. His overall's been dipping, but I'm giving him the chance to shine one last time. He's captaining the team as well. Imagine if he puts in a remarkable performance and ends up lifting the trophy. That would be a beautiful moment. I'm hoping for that. But apart from that, we've got the likes of Zaha, Maddison, Tielemans and Ndidi all starting. Chukwueze gets the nod ahead of Riyad Mahrez because I feel like his pace could be ruthless. And also in the Carabao Cup, we've mostly used Chukwueze. He deserves to play this final. And also saying that, I feel like Dean Henderson deserves to play this one as well because of the fact that he was brilliant in the penalty shootouts against United. He got us here. He deserves to play this game. Also starting Swansea at the back to give us some extra pace. Alderweireld, Chilwell, Ricardo Pereira all starting. This is the team that could potentially win us our first trophy of the season and series. Let's get right into it. So that's the Liverpool team we're up against, and well, they're going with a very strong team. The only weakness I can possibly see in this side is Lovren and this Lewis guy who's playing in that left back role. But apart from that, it is a very capable Liverpool side. Mane, Firmino and Salah up top. Wijnaldum, Partey and Fabinho in midfield. They've got Alisson in goal as well. Of course, they've got Virgil van Dijk captaining their team. This is an incredible Liverpool team, but we've beaten them before in this series. Let's hope we can do it again. Take a look at this. This is how the two teams made it to the final. Liverpool knocking out teams like Spurs and Arsenal to get here. And we've knocked out teams like Manchester United to be here. Two teams that deserve to be in this final. Liverpool and Leicester City. Can we win our first trophy of this series? Let's do it, man. Let's go and hope for the best. Thomas Partey bringing the ball inside, and it's not looking good for us. Here's Wijnaldum. That is a strong challenge from Alderweireld. Just what we need from him, which could actually spark a counter-attack. Here goes Samuel Chukwueze. I told you guys his pace could be really crucial for us in this one. Puts the ball back in. Maddison controls with his left, goes for goal, and no, it's wide. How close was that from James Maddison? Would have been a sensational goal in this cup final. But it's above the crossbar, and it was actually pretty close. Brilliant counter-attacking football from Leicester City. We've got to keep doing this in this one. Here's Sadio Mane trying to get past Ricardo Pereira. That's brilliant defending. It is not easy defending against Sadio Mane, but Ricardo Pereira did brilliantly there. And now we might have a chance to break through. Jamie Vardy is onside against Virgil van Dijk. Brings it inside. Vardy goes for goal, but Alisson had that one covered. Good to see Vardy still have the pace to compete against the likes of Virgil van Dijk. Sees Chukwueze, releases Ricardo Pereira, and now space has opened up for us. Here goes Ricardo Pereira forward with pace. Ricardo chipping this one in for Yuri Tielemans with that left foot, and we take the lead in the Carabao Cup final. A sensational goal from the Belgian. Yuri Tielemans scoring the first goal in this cup final, and it's a beauty, a goal to be remembered. Cross coming in from Ricardo Pereira, and Tielemans converting on the volley with that left foot of his. I mean, it was a tough finish because the ball was in the air, it was moving pretty quickly, and Tielemans just banged that one in with his weaker left foot. But the thing is, the guy does not have a weak foot. It's a 5-star weak foot that Tielemans has, and that came into use in this one, and he scores in the Carabao Cup final. 1-0 against Liverpool. We've got the lead in this one. Let's try and keep hold of it. Here's Wilfred Ndidi, and I see Chukwueze trying to make the run in behind. He's done that brilliantly. Still Chukwueze chipping this one for Jamie Vardy. Controls it well, but he didn't have enough time to get the shot off, and Alisson collects. Vardy was like a yard not quick enough, I guess, to, get the shot off. But frustrating to not have taken that chance. But why is Alisson wasting time? Someone please explain that to me. Wilfred Zaha does brilliantly. Now releases Ndidi. Jamie Vardy sees Yuri Tielemans. We're once again on the attack. Tielemans could be getting a second. And before the halftime whistle, Leicester City have made it 2-0. And it's the same goal scored again. Yuri Tielemans with his second of the game. Jamie Vardy picking up an assist. And Leicester City are leading 2-0 before halftime. The dream of winning a trophy could actually be achieved in this episode. Crazy, man. Jamie Vardy with a beautiful pass. Yuri Tielemans again being the hero we need with the finish. And just before halftime, what a time to score. We make it 2-0. Half-time against Liverpool, and right now things are going brilliantly for us. This is literally the best possible scenario we could have imagined at the start of the game. Tielemans with a tremendous performance to score a brace within 45 minutes. We've got to keep this going. I think this is our shot at winning this trophy. Let's keep the intensity up in the second half. Oh no, Mo Salah getting in behind our defense. Still Mo Salah, brilliant defending from Ben Chilwell. On one side we've got Ricardo Pereira putting in a worldly performance. And on the other side, we've got Ben Chilwell doing the same. And that's why Salah has barely done anything in this game. It is a corner for Liverpool. They're not taking this one quickly though. Salah finds Mane. Chukwueze with the interception, although they still have the ball. Fabinho looking to put it in. Now it's Mane again. Brilliant defending. We're crowding Liverpool out and they are struggling in this one. And we could be hitting them on the counter-attack once again as Vardy finds Wilfried Zaha. Controls it brilliantly. Zaha now 1v1. Can Zaha score? No, it's off the post. We just have to hit the woodwork, even in a cup final. That would have been game, set, match done if that would have gone in. But hey, we just don't have that kind of luck. Tielemans does wonderfully. Now it's Jamie Vardy. Can he score in a cup final? Jamie Vardy goes for goal and no, Alisson saves. I would love to see Vardy on the score sheet. He deserves it, man. He's had a brilliant game so far. Here we go now on the attack with Samuel Chukwueze. Still Chukwueze going forward with pace. Still Chukwueze. That should be 3-0. It is. We're humiliating Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. I couldn't have imagined a better scenario. I don't know how we're doing it. Just lately we've been struggling with games like against Arsenal, drawing 3-3 against them. Before that against Wolves. Last episode we did struggle against Man City, but we did manage to get all 3 points in that fixture. But somehow, this episode, we're playing football at a different level. I mean, it's actually mad. We've made it 3-0 against Liverpool and we're so close to lifting that trophy. Chukwueze on the score sheet as well. Yuri Tielemans turning one. Look at Tielemans' strength, man. How is he doing this? I have no idea, but he releases Jamie Vardy. Vardy gets it on his right foot. Can Vardy score? He can! What a moment this is for Jamie Vardy. And maybe one last time, let's take a look at the mannequin celebration. He did this so many times for us last season. And he's actually scored in a cup final as well. The perfect send-off to a Leicester hero to score in the cup final and help get us our first trophy of the series. It was actually a brilliant goal as well from Jamie Vardy. But how on earth are we destroying Liverpool? I have no idea. I know a lot of you guys are going to say that I've, changed the sliders or I've changed the difficulty. But trust me, it's still on ultimate difficulty. I think I've just had an enormous game playing some great FIFA. And we're so lucky that it's happened in a cup final. Full time and we've actually done it. I still can't believe this. At Wembley, we've won the Carabao Cup and you can feel the emotion in the players right now. Our first ever trophy in this series. Leicester City have demolished Liverpool in the cup final. And we've won our first trophy. This feels amazing, man. We've worked so hard for this. It's taken us 25 or 26 episodes to get here. But hey, we've won a trophy now. And I'm really hoping this is the first of many. But I'm still surprised at how easily we dominated Liverpool in this game. They just simply didn't put up a fight. Maybe they didn't care enough. That could be a proper good assumption. But what a performance from Leicester. Okay, guys, I'm really confused now because there is no trophy. There is literally no trophy. What is Vardy picking up? I'm confused, man. I am genuinely confused. What even is this game? Vardy's picking up nothing. And he's celebrating with that. Completely ruined the moment, man. Well, thank you, EA, for making such a brilliant game. At least Jamie Vardy does get his, emotional ending by lifting, of course, the trophy. The EFL Cup, but not really because he's just lifting nothing. But I'm so confused. I don't even know what to say. Anyways, at least the record books will say that we've won the trophy. Well, even though we didn't really get to see Vardy lift the trophy, it was still a nice moment. And hopefully he can still give us a few good games until the end of the season. But most importantly, job done in the Carabao Cup, our first trophy of the series and hopefully the first of many. So up next we've got FA Cup action, Manchester City versus Leicester City. But I'll be honest, guys, I'm going to be simulating this one because at this point I don't really want to focus on the FA Cup because we've already won one domestic cup competition. My focus should now be on both the Champions League and the Premier League. So we're going to use our second team, simulate this game against Man City and just hope for the best. If we get knocked out, so be it. We can then focus on the Prem and of course the Champions League. If we go through, even better. So let's see what happens. Well, we just got demolished with our second team as Man City scored 5 past us, 5-1. That's pretty much our worst result of the series. And well, we're out of the FA Cup, but as I said, I don't really care because we've already won one domestic cup competition and now focus will be on both the Premier League as well as the Champions League. So it's once again time to focus on Premier League football. Last episode we got ourselves a crucial win against Manchester City as we beat them 2-1. We need to keep the momentum flowing, as up next we've got Newcastle, they're 10th in the Premier League, which means it is going to be a challenge, and if we want to try and win the Premier League, we've got to win games like this to try and somewhat keep the pressure up against Spurs, Liverpool and City and all the top teams. So let's go out there and try and get a result against Newcastle. Timo Werner is back in the team for this one against Newcastle in the Premier League. Dani Olmo in the side as well. Mahrez on that right flank, but of course Mahrez has gone down to 83 in his overall, which is a bit frustrating. Kasper Schmeichel captains the team. Let's keep our form going. Let's follow up that Carabao Cup win with, of course, a win against Newcastle. Here's Mahrez, looks for that pass to Werner. No, it's Olmo actually, still Dani Olmo. Olmo does brilliantly, lays it off for Timo Werner. It's beautiful football. The way Olmo set up Werner was lovely. For a moment I thought the Newcastle keeper was going to get there, but thankfully not. And Leicester City have taken the lead. If you guys remember, recently in a game against Newcastle, we struggled so much to score. And if I'm not wrong, we ended up losing in the 90th minute. So it feels lovely to score early on and get the advantage, and I'm hoping we can build upon this. I want to get revenge against Newcastle. Mahrez goes inside to Yuri Tielemans. A few step overs, brilliantly done. Yuri Tielemans is amazing, man. Some people wanted me to bench him for Dani Olmo. That ain't ever happening, because this guy is a true gem. He does everything for me in midfield, controls the game, puts in tough challenges, wins the ball back. And apart from all that, he's now scoring goals. A brace from him in the Carabao Cup final. And now he scored a lovely goal against Newcastle in the Premier League. A few step overs and then right foot bang. Leicester City now lead 2-0 against Newcastle. Oh no, Newcastle with a chance to equalise, but the woodwork comes to the rescue for us for once. And we survive. John Joe Shelby with that attempt. Thankfully, it came off the post. Here we go on the counter-attack. Now it's Wilfried Zaha on the charge. We could be making it 3-0 in this one. Here goes Wilfried Zaha. No, I was too cheeky there. We still have the ball though. Yuri Tielemans tries to curl it in, but Dubravka with the save. I was trying to do a rainbow flick and then volley with Zaha, but well, that didn't work out too well. Miguel Almiron on the attack, sees Muto, and looks like our clean sheet is going to go for a toss. And well, Newcastle have scored once now. And it's only 2-1 Leicester City. As much as we've dominated this game, Newcastle is still in it, and well, we have experience of bottling against Newcastle before, so we can't let that happen right now. We've got to try and get that goal difference back to 2 in this game. Dani Olmo does brilliantly to get the ball back. Still Dani Olmo sees Timo Werner. It's a beautiful pass. Should be a goal for Werner. It's a fantastic finish with that left foot of his. And Leicester have their 2-goal cushion once again in this game. Dani Olmo picking up a crucial assist. But what a finish from Timo Werner. That finish oozed class, man. I mean, to get it on that left foot and just slide it past the goalkeeper, it was superb. Dubravka is not an easy goalkeeper to beat, we know that, but Timo Werner made that look simple. Leicester 3, Newcastle 1. And we get our revenge against Newcastle as we beat them at the King Power Stadium. Convincingly, I suppose, 3-1. It was a solid result, great performance from players like Timo Werner. 3 points in the bag. Wait a minute, I think Spurs have dropped points in the Premier League because right now we are 5 points behind them, but we have a game in hand over Spurs, which means the title race is getting more interesting because if we win our next game, we should be just 2 points off Spurs. We can definitely win the Premier League this season, and I'm hoping Spurs continue to drop points. This season, man, is getting a bit insane now. Alright, so it is time to get back into some Champions League football. We've done well in the Premier League in today's episode, but can we take that forward in the Champions League? Shouldn't be much of a problem considering we've got a 3-0 advantage over Napoli, but for some reason I'm still worried because against Man United in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, we had a 3-1 advantage and we almost bottled the tie. So we've got to be on our toes against Napoli. We cannot take them lightly. Leicester versus Napoli, Champions League round of 16. Let's make it to that quarterfinals. Any major tactical changes? Probably, yeah. In fact, I'm going to be making changes in the team since we do have a 3-0 advantage. I will be switching the team around a tad bit. I'm just going to say positive attacking football for now. Don't want to be revealing my team selection. before the match, I suppose. I'm forced to make quite a few changes in this one because of fitness reasons, but I don't think it should have much of an impact on the game because the players I've chosen, they're really capable of getting the job done. We've got a 3-0 advantage already. We're playing in front of our own fans at the King Power. We should be able to get it done. So Haaland gets the start in this one. Very good to see what he can do against Napoli. He's already scored quite a few goals in the Champions League, but all of them were for RB Salzburg. I'm hoping he can get his first goal in a Leicester shirt in this one. We've got the likes of Madison, Ndidi, Chukwueze all starting, Swansea and Todibo, and Dean Henderson as our goalkeeper in the back line. So an interesting defense, but I reckon we've got enough to see Napoli out. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so Napoli haven't made a single change from that first leg in which they lost 3-0, which I'm definitely surprised with. Anyways, let's just get right into it. Although this is a Champions League round of 16 game, an opportunity for us to make it to the quarters, for some reason it doesn't feel like it. Maybe because we had that big lead from that first leg. Hopefully this isn't complacency, because we cannot afford to get complacent and, bottle this lead. We need to get the job done. We've got to be professional about this, and we need to secure our spot in, of course, the quarterfinals. Ndidi looks for Haaland. Hold up, plays nice. Releases Madison. Can he get there first? It's a bad challenge from Tolisso, and he's definitely going to get booked for this one. Is it going to be a red card? Because it was a terrible sliding challenge from the back. He's not going to get a booking for that. Madison would have been through on goal. Free kick for us in a lovely position. But can Madison convert this? Go on, Madison. Decent power on it. It's off the crossbar. The amount of free kicks that I hit that come off the bar, it's just crazy. A goal there would have ended this tie. But hey, we just don't have that kind of luck, do we? Looks for Ndidi. Ndidi sees Haaland brilliantly. Haaland with a chance to score his first for Leicester City, but it comes off the crossbar. He's offside as well, but we've hit the crossbar now twice within the space of like 10 minutes. Oh, that's Haaland with the turn. Look at him go, guys. Releases Dennis Bright. Still, Dennis Bright now opens up space, goes for goal. It's a brilliant goal for Dennis Bright. He's been waiting to have a moment like this in a Leicester City shirt, and it finally comes as Dennis Bright scores a goal for us in the Champions League, which makes it 4-0 now on aggregate. There is no way back for Napoli in this tie, because they need to score, what, 5 goals? That is most certainly not happening. Haaland picking up an assist though for this goal, which is nice to see. But to be fair, this was mostly all Dennis Bright. A lovely goal for him. And of course, Leicester make it 1-0 at the King Power Stadium. We're so close to that Champions League quarterfinal spot. Oh, Napoli could be up to something here. It is Fabian who puts this one back in. And well, great football from Napoli. They get themselves 1 goal back. Could the comeback be on? Nah, man, I'm just kidding. It's what on earth is happening here? Insigne dabbing on us when his side is 4-1 down in aggregate. This game, man, it's just coded to be infuriating. Like, what on earth was that? Insigne has just scored a goal when his team is 4-0 down, and he's out here dabbing against us, away from home. Oh, man, you've called it, man. You've asked for this. We're now going to go full strength against them and try and score as many goals as possible. Why does it feel like the tides have suddenly turned to the other side? Because now Napoli have another chance. It is Fabian, deep from midfield, finds Daniel Podence. Now it's Insigne, the goal scorer, beats one, finds Podence again. This time Dean Henderson saves, and thankfully this Podence guy was offside. But Napoli now creating more in this game, which we've got to try and manage. Dennis Bright does brilliantly to release now Wilfried Zaha, who should get there first. Here goes Wilfried Zaha, taps this forward, but the touch was horrendous. And their keeper got to it first. We should have made a 2-1 there. Well, we've let Napoli in on the attack once again. Todibo defended that well, and he gets it away as well. That's brilliantly done from him. That's what we want to see. That's why we've paid the big bucks for him. And now Chukwueze is on the counter-attack using his space. Look at him go, guys. Chukwueze is too quick for the Napoli defense. Still Samuel Chukwueze crossing this one in. It just hit Zaha. I mean, that ball would have gone to Haaland and he would have probably scored. What was Zaha doing there? This game, man, sometimes I just do not understand what I'm playing. Oh no, Insigne's got the ball. He puts in a cross far post. Milik controls it beautifully, and now Napoli might have another chance to possibly score. We've got to try and defend this. Still Napoli on the attack. Dean Henderson with a big save. Ball played in. What was Dean Henderson doing there? Lozano has scored, and well, Napoli take the lead. Like, oh man, this game, I genuinely just want to snap my controller in half. Like, I wasn't commentating when this happened initially because I thought, well, nothing's going to happen here. Dean Henderson's going to collect it. But oh, I was wrong. Look at this, guys. Look at what Dean Henderson does. My god, man, FIFA 20, whatever FIFA this is, in fact, it's terrible. Like, what just happened here? Thankfully, we've got a very nice goal cushion in this game, a big advantage. Otherwise, I would be fuming. Full time and we're through to the Champions League quarterfinals. What a result for Leicester City. 4-2 on aggregate. We did make it quite difficult in this second leg, but you know what, to be fair, it was a tough game. Napoli gave us a good fight in the second leg, but ultimately the advantage from the first leg came through and we've made it to the Champions League quarterfinals. Well, Timo Werner seems to be a bit disappointed with his lack of game time. It's a bit funny because his morale is literally very happy at the maximum. I'm just going to say I'm counting on you in decisive moments, but I don't understand why he keeps coming in with these kind of messages. Anyway, Zaha is happy with all the game time he's getting. He's repaying it to me with performances as well, so that's great. We're actually through to the Champions League's quarterfinals, man. This is incredible. I cannot wait for the draw. That's going to be in the next episode, so you guys are going to find out who we'll be up against in the Champions League quarterfinals in the next episode, which should be a ton of fun. Also in the next episode, we've got some big important Premier League games, winnable games, and with how tight the Premier League title race is, every game now is a must-win game. Today's episode was vital for our season objectives as we complete the midfield domination challenge. 40 goal contributions with Maddison and Tielemans is done and dusted. We also made a bit of progress with the Trusting the Youth challenge, and also as we have made the Champions League quarterfinals, we've completed the Champions League Dream Challenge as well. So yeah, what an episode for our season objectives. So it is time for you guys to make your vote count and vote for the player of the episode award. A couple of nominees once again. First one being Jamie Vardy. He had a brilliant episode today. Scored in the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool. Assisted a goal as well. All in all, a great performance, lifted the trophy as captain. Your second nominee though is Yuri Tielemans. What an episode he's had. Scored a brace in the Carabao Cup final and was brilliant in pretty much every game that he played. And he continues to dominate for us in that midfield, and that's why he's been nominated. Vardy or Tielemans, up to you guys to decide. Vote by clicking the I button on the top right of your screen. This was definitely an eventful episode as we ended up winning our first trophy of the series. We made it to the Champions League quarterfinals, and in the Premier League, we are ever so close to the top of the competition. So things are going well for us. Let's keep it up. If you guys have enjoyed today's episode, a like would be brilliant. Subscribe if you are new around here, and well, I'll catch you guys next time.